I'm Paola, and this is the world I believe we can build together. What if we all knew ourselves? Really knew ourselves? What do we value? What do we need? What we want? What we don't want? What makes us feel connected? What our boundaries are? What kind of environment helps us grow? And what we need from the people around us. Imagine how much easier it could be to connect with other people. Because if I don't know what I need, how can I tell you what I need? If I don't understand how matters to me, how can I explain why it matters? If I don't know my own boundaries, how can I communicate them? Sometimes we say, nobody understands me. Maybe there's another question we need to ask ourselves. Do I understand myself well enough to let other people know who I am? I think self-knowledge is much more than knowing your personality. It can help us understand what we need, what we value, what we can give, and what we are looking for in the relationships we build. And it can also help us to recognize that not everyone has to fit in our lives. Someone can be a wonderful person and still not be the right person for us. We can have different values, different ways of communicating, different needs, different ways of living, and that's okay. I don't think the goal is to find people who are exactly like us. I think the goal is to know ourselves well enough to recognize who we connect with, where we feel understood, and where we can also understand others. Because the more clearly we know ourselves, the more clearly we can make ourselves known. Maybe helping people connect with themselves doesn't only change their relationship with themselves, it changes the way they connect with other people and with the world around them. This is one of the reasons I believe human development matters so much. And at the Human Intelligence, we will leave you with one question. How much easier your relationships be if truly knew yourself? This is the world I believe we can build together. Bye!